Okay, so on to the last method of goblet modeling. That would be poly by poly. Now it's often used in combination with box modeling, and I think that's the preferred method, is just to use box modeling for the more, well, not difficult, but more larger regions, and then go in by poly modeling and model out the detail. So that's, I guess, what we're going to try. So what you want to do first is actually delete your default cube. So just by pressing delete and deleting it. Now, what I'm going to do is actually add a circle object, a circle mesh, from top view actually. So you want to press 7. And wherever you add an object, objects that you add always go to the 3D cursor. So you want to actually center your 3D cursor somewhere in the middle, just so you know where it's actually going. So then you want to press Shift A to add a new object. And now there's all these different options, but we just want to look at the mesh options. So we want to add a circle. So just click circle. Now it's pretty high resolution right now. It's pretty dense right now. We just want to bring down the vertice count a little bit. So it's at 32. We just want to add about 16, I think, would probably do. Yeah, 16 looks about right. It might be even too much for you, so you might want to do 10, maybe. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, so once you have 10 vertices or whatever your desired amount is, you can change the radius if you want, but we pretty much will keep that. Yeah, so that should be good. So you want to go into edit mode now, and you just want to start extruding poly by poly, really. And it's pretty much the same as the box modeling technique, except instead of starting off with the desired length and everything and adding edge loops, we're just going to actually do this and scale along each time we do this, instead of adding edge loops in after. So we're going to add the edge loops in before, if that makes sense. Anyway, so we want to extrude for the base. So yeah, just by pressing E, extruding. And I just want to extrude again. And now you can actually snap it back. You don't have to actually drag out the extrusion. You can actually snap it back by pressing the right mouse button. So it snaps it back into the place that you extruded it from. The advantage of using this is you can actually scale it down now. So by pressing S, you can use it to scale down and just kind of manipulate it from there. You don't have to actually position it higher up if you don't want to. Anyways, so I am actually going to position it higher up. So I'm going to scale in a little bit for the narrow centerpiece and extrude that piece out. Maybe you want to add some kind of fancy little nuances in between. Do whatever you want, really. And just keep extruding and sizing until you get to the top, really. So kind of like that. And this is probably one of the faster ways. I mean, you won't get as detailed as using the spin tool just because you don't actually have that kind of control. But yes, it is a pretty fast method. So those are 3 of the different methods in modeling a goblet-like structure.